What you eating?
I mean, Uncle Remus, boy, you know what that means. Always Remus. You know what I'm saying?
West Side.
Open the Remus. You know?
Open the Remus. There you go, baby.
Remus over Harem. You know what I'm saying?
Hood Hierarchy. Live with Uncle Beats, your boy Burn Poe, aka Dada Man.
California, hey, you know, for everybody who be trying to count me out, just remember something. You can't count. See that? See that? You see them mountains? Them mountains.
Fellas, everybody listen. Don't trust these women family. Because every woman got some dude that's a family friend that been around for the longest, and the brothers will hang with you, the cousins, and they know about Derek.
Beats. Let me throw it at you. Do you know that one move could change a person's life? So let's say, for instance, your daughter goes to school and some girls calling her names, and she decides she's gonna go over and put one in their eye. She gets arrested, messes with her. Now she's not in that school anymore. They kick her out. It changed everything. So when we talk about raising kings and queens, I mean, we really got to prepare them for, you know, all those roadblocks and things that are out there. So that's what I really want to hear. But I do thank you for calling, man. I really, really appreciate hearing from you.
Thank you so much.
Oh, one more thing.
Oh, you hung up.
It can only be one king.
Oh,
Everybody can be a prince,
That's right.
but they can't all be the king.
it could be a lot of kings and queens.
No, it can't. It's
Well, he
one
said
king.
in the
I'm just a bartender.
Sage on side one, Sunshine on side two, and somebody on...
And you better answer it right, because my brother sitting right back. Because the real one, the love comes first. But if you pick the right one, the money gonna come after. I know, that's right.
It's the hood hierarchy mobcast, and it's me, Uncle Beats, in the streets like white lines on the corner like a stop sign. And it's gonna go all the way down. So if you want us to be alright, hit that like. If you care, hit that shit. If you want it, leave a comment. If you really want us out the trap, always put something on that real hierarchy cash out. So let's go. Zeno was our biggest episode.
We in the shop. We just came from getting the Polish, extra onions. You know what I'm saying? In the building.
It's hood hierarchy time. Are y'all ready? Y'all ready? Are y'all ready? Are y'all ready? Back again, back again. Y'all know what's up. It's the hood hierarchy mobcast. It's me, Uncle Beast, in the streets like white lines on the corner like a stop sign. If you want us to be all right, hit that like. If you want us to do well, hit the bell. If you're really on it, leave a comment. You want us to survive, hit subscribe. And if you really want us out the trap, drop something on that hood hierarchy cash app. Shouts out to my guy DJ C Styles. He always donating to the channel. Brooklyn Stand Up. Shouts out to my guy Brian Bacon McDaniels. Shout out to him. He always donating to us. But hey, a lot been going on. We got the Cash Money No Limit reunion. Versus. We got my guy Young Bleed. We're gonna talk about Young Bleed. And I got my podcast brethren in here, Tony Lynch, grief counselor. So we gonna talk to him, man. We gonna cover some stuff. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna politely, very politely, roll the intro like I always have to do. And when I come back, we're going to get down to I don't want to say the nitty gritty. That sounds a little too old. We're going to get down to business, okay? Let's go. Hood hierarchy. Every single episode, man, we're going to give them a little background.
I know how I feel because I've been through that 1,000 times.
Lovely ghetto you.
We made so much doing that. I started taking that money, throwing the concerts.
It's your boy, Project Pata. Hood hierarchy, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, look, man, if it ain't in the hood, man, it ain't on here.
Hey, this your boy Mario Cannon, man. And you rocking with Hood Hierarchy. You already know what's going down.
Team Pretty P stand up. It's a wrap. Tune in.
It's Deli Dale. And whenever I got time and I'm relaxing and I'm chilling, I don't give a damn if I'm laying in the bed with you. I'm checking out Hood Hierarchy. And it's just that simple, just that easy.
This is 7 Up, man, straight from Brooklyn. I want y'all to check my boy out, Uncle Beats, Hood Hierarchy. Get the dopest interviews, the dopest content, the dopest platform, straight from Chi-Town, man. You know what it is, man. We representing Uncle Beats, Hood Hierarchy. That's the highest of prestige. Get it? You already know. That's on game. You heard?
Well, what's happening? It's the one and only HD president, Mr. Bow Bow Bow. This is Hood Hierarchy checking in. I'm signing out. HD4, Bow Bow Bow.
Down, y'all. Happy to be here. Happy to be here. And like I said, I got my podcast partner in the building. Yeah, I seen him on the Connect work. He talks about grief counseling because he's a grief counselor. And he really came from the streets, turned his life around. The one, the only, my homie, not the phony, Tony Lynch is back in the building once and for all, y'all. Let's get it. Let's go. What's cracking, homie?
How you doing? How you doing, my brothers? Thank you for having me on your show, man. You know?
Man, thanks for coming.
Yeah,
Short
man.
notice too, y'all. Short notice. But I've been here to get Tone on here. So this what y'all do for me. Get in the comments. Drop your hood, drop your city, drop your state. Let us know where you're coming from. Shouts out to all my people on TikTok that's watching us. If the comments don't get read, just blame Tone because he's also he's also the engineer over here, if that's what you want to call it. But so let's do first things first, right? Me and you talked about this earlier.
Yeah.
Now I want to send a big. I'm gonna just send prayers for my homie Young Bleed. Send prayers for his family. If y'all don't know who Young Bleed is, he penned the song "How You Do That" there. It's on the Unbounded soundtrack with Master P. And I know I'm seeing on TMZ, they saying he having medical emergencies. He's in ICU. Then we're also hearing that he passed away. So out of respect for the family, I'm going to just say, let's just pray for my friend, Young Bleed. He was definitely one of the good ones. When we was talking about it earlier, I really was feeling a way about it, trying to accept it, So shouts out to everybody. Get in them comments, drop your hood, drop your state. I see the Connect work is in the building. Quaalude is in the building. Top guest of the show, Jackie, is in the building. So now back to what we was talking about. This is just a prime example, Tony. You never know what's gonna happen next because he looked good and healthy, bouncing around on the stage, gave a performance of his lifetime, got it in. So and now it's like this. So as a grief counselor, Tone, as a grief counselor, what would you say to me? Because this is my friend and I'm feeling away and we really the same age. So it makes me feel like, man, should I be worried or whatever? Because y'all, I'm on a lot of medicine. When you get older, sometimes you have to do that. So what do you say, Tone, to somebody that's losing a friend? Like, give it to me.
You know, I like to keep it simple, man. I say, look, grieve them, right? Remember the person that this individual meant to you, right? You know what I'm saying? And grab onto some of those happy memories because grief is one of those things that'll take you up and down, around and around, and kick you off a corner, you know what I'm saying? And dare you to come back, right? Type thing, right? And it's individual. So this is yours. You have every right to grieve this individual, right? You know what I'm saying? You just lost somebody close to you.
Right.
So that's what I would give as individual advice. Far as the people that it affects, I say have a little grace for each and every last one of you and try to have some understanding because each and every last one of you had a different sort of relationship with him. And so your memories are not going to be the same, right? You know what I'm saying? So have some grace with that individual. Learn how to hold space and learn how to walk with each other as you go through this, you know what I'm saying, difficult time in your life, man. You know?
But don't want the like sometimes the happy times, thinking about the happy times makes me feel a way about somebody I lost. Now is that still grieving?
Yeah,
When you think
all of it's natural. All of it is natural, right? You know, so all everything that you're feeling, that you're going through, is what you're supposed to feel as you go through it, right? You
okay.
know what I'm saying? It's an experience. Experience what you need to, right? You know, but also surround yourself with people that can pull you out of that dark place when you go there. You know, it's not a matter of if or it's just a matter of when. Have people that's strong with you to be like, hey, bro, I'm here with you, right? You know what I'm saying?
So grief is something you shouldn't face alone.
No, I wouldn't recommend it.
Okay.
I wouldn't recommend it, you know what I'm saying? But I was a little bit different though, you know.
Right.
So I did face mine alone, right? You know,
Right.
because well, honestly, I had no choice. Everybody left me, right? You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like I could pick up the phone and call mom and dad or something like that. I had to go through all the steps on my own. So there was a lot of fumbling. You know what I'm saying? A lot of almost almost very traumatic outcome. Let's just put it
For
that way.
somebody that's going through what you're going through, like on the last episode when you came on,
Hmm.
we really didn't get to talk to you much because you was really just here to moderate, give your take. But people don't know that you also lost a child, right? So
Yes.
like I see my homie King Rand on here. He been through it too. Salute to you, player. Um, how do you tell somebody the grief with losing a child?
To be open and blunt with you, it would be the hardest thing that you ever do in life is to say goodbye to your own child,
Okay.
right? You know what I'm saying? And the reason being is because when you have so much time dedicated into something that that has potential to take on your last name, you
Right.
know, you don't imagine that being taken away from you, but um, you know what I'm saying? It happens, man. There's nothing that exempts us from it, and that's hard to hear. That is
Right.
definitely hard to hear. But you know, the truth is, it can happen to any one of us.
You know sometimes I don't want nobody to take this the wrong way when I say this, right? But losing my son was not the hardest thing that ever happened to me in life because, but like you say, everybody different.
Hmm.
I really understand that dying is a part of living.
Hmm.
So it's like, of course, I hated that it happened to him and soon, and hey, wish I could have took his place. But I'm just like, man, he gone. I still got family that needs me. I got friends that need me. So I can't let this take me down. Because what about the rest of my children? What about
Mm-hmm.
my brothers? What about my sister? What about my dad, my aunties? What about my friends who he was close to? So it's like, if I let this take me down, how's that gonna affect them? Like both of us are gone. So I don't know who listening. I don't know if that helps them, but I really think that you gotta accept it. We know none of us are getting out of this thing alive. You
Yeah.
know, everybody is gonna take the skate. But I want to ask you, because
Yeah.
last time you was on here, like I said, you can't moderate. We was talking about the Alexis Scott situation and how her mother was treating me,
Mm-hmm.
targeting me as the suspect, and you was explaining that you don't have a right to do that. And I saw people comments later saying, "Yeah, how was he grief counseling?" So I'm gonna give you the floor to explain. I'm gonna refresh the situation in case you forgot. She was accusing me of kidnapping her daughter and can't find her missing daughter, and it ain't, and all the evidence say that I had nothing to do with it. So you were trying to give her spokesperson an analysis on it, and I think they took it the wrong way because you was getting rushed too. So give me an analysis on that situation. Does a person have a right to just blame anyone that they want to when they're going through trauma?
No, but it doesn't stop them from doing it anyway, right? And I have to put a correction. I'm not a counselor. I'm a coach. I'm a grief coach,
My
right?
bad.
Saying so. I don't, so I want to be careful about that because
What's
somebody
the
come in and
what's the
go, he's not
difference?
a counselor.
What
Well,
what's the difference?
one one can write subscriptions for medicine, and one can't. So I never wanted to do the medicine part. That's why I never went pursued it.
Right.
And I was happier with the coaching, right? Because that's my lane. That's where I'm good at.
You don't prescribe
Um,
coaching. I'm
no,
sorry not to cut you off. What's that comment we got on the screen right there? I can't see it good enough, but I don't want to ignore it because I see that's my homie, and I know he'd have been through it.
yeah, the pain will never go away. Only thing we can do is just try to turn our pain into strength. It ain't easy. Lord knows it's not easy. Real talk, bro. Same
Okay.
thing, right? And so to go back to what you were saying about does she have a right to do that? Again, so my answer is no, but it's not going to stop them to do it. See,
Right.
what happens is a lot of times want somebody to point the finger at, right? And you just happen to be the most involved target, right? Person involved with it. So it makes it easier for them. It makes it
Right.
easier for people to do that. It's not personal, but until they get some real answers,
Right.
it's going to fluctuate. It's going to fluctuate.
So it brings them some type of relief. Is that what you
Yeah.
is true?
Well,
Okay.
because because just like everybody in life, man, everybody has at some point is appointed to be the villain in somebody's story. Take it or
Right.
leave it, right? So you'll play three individual spots in people's lives. You're either the superhero, the villain, or you're the victim, right? So, and when people go through that, depending on which one you land on, that's the one that they're going to choose you to be. Just so happens yours is the villain.
Right. Yeah.
That's all.
Now you break. Let me ask you this about grief.
Hmm.
Now, can a person be grieving for getting falsely accused for something they didn't do?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Grief is one of those things that's universal. You can grieve anything. Loss
Okay.
of a job, pet loss, house. Being accused of something that you've never done before. You know what I'm saying? That's his own set right there. So anything and everything is grievable.
Okay.
So it's not unnatural to experience those different sectors of it.
Right. I definitely salute to everybody that's checking in. You see, Tone got your comments going across the screen, big and beautiful. It's a new day around here. It's a new day. So Now let me get back to a happier note.
Yeah.
Cash Money, No Limit. What do y'all think? Get in the comments. Let me know what y'all think, what y'all saw. Cash Money, No Limit. If you saw it, if you didn't see it, who do you rock with? Cash Money, No Limit. And I'm gonna ask you, Tone, who do you rock with? Cash Money or No Limit, or both?
I mess with both of them. Right?
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So I had no dog in that fight, man. You know what I'm saying? I enjoy good music. It was at a time in my life where I could really relate to what they were going through, from the Ice Cream Man, you know what I'm saying, to Juvenile, Silk the Shocker, C Murder, all of these cats, man, when they was out there rocking, I was living the life with them, right?
Oh,
You know what I'm saying? So I rocks with both of them, man.
you know what? I'm with you. Like, even though they're all from New Orleans, I still feel like they're both two different things. I
Yeah.
feel like Cash Money can't give me what No Limit can give me, and No Limit can't give me what Cash Money could give me. Well, back then.
Mhm.
I mean, now.
Yeah, yeah.
But I just feel like I like the lane that No Limit stayed in. I like the lane that Cash Money stayed in. So, yeah, I'm with you. I rock with both, definitely.
Yeah.
But at that versus, Master
Mm.
P didn't come to play, man. Master P, he didn't come to play. To me, my favorite part, of course, seeing Young Bleed did something for me because that's my people. I got to see him do it. Young Bleed definitely showed how hard his song was. How you do that there? Who that? Say you want to do that, cause y'all don't know. But when Birdman said he the one who started the stun with the jury and that and fly stuff, and Master P agreed and said, "But I started this," and he played About It. It was over. It was over right there, man. Because About It was just a movement. It was just a straight up movement. Like, what was About It for you, for y'all when you came up?
Um, to be honest with you, man, at that time when it came out,
Mhm.
your boy was wild in the streets, right? You know what I'm saying?
Right,
So about it meant something different. It meant, just another level of survival in the streets. You know what I'm saying? You either about that
right,
life or you're not, right? You know what I'm saying?
right.
And don't get thrown out here with the wolves, because we're about to tear you apart. So
Mhm.
about it meant something different, man. But I get it. Everybody's going to look at and perceive these lyrics totally different, right? You know what I'm saying? So again, I was living the life, you know what I'm saying, when it was coming out. So yeah,
What did you think of the movie? About It.
I did. To be honest with you, I didn't even watch it.
Oh, you didn't watch About It? Oh yeah, you gotta go
No,
about it, man. Um,
no. Well, and the reason being, and this is where I try to let people know, like when it came down to music and things like that, I was out in the streets, man. You know what I'm saying? There's certain music that, when we was riding around cruising and stuff like that, that you had the thumps in the trunk, man,
right,
that you just rolled with, right?
right.
So, but then for the longest time, there was music that came out, and I didn't, I wasn't into it. You know what I'm saying? I had to get my mind out of a certain way,
Mhm.
in order to begin to open up the doors to see life in a different way.
I ain't gonna lie. I got on the Master P later. I wasn't. I seen Ice Cream Man and all that, and at first I wasn't running for it. I don't know if I was like still stuck in the NWA Ghetto Boy era,
Hmm. Hmm.
and so I'm at the record store, and this is when CDs costed $20. So Scarface had a new album out, Untouchable. So, and I also see the whoever selling it, they pushed the TRU album on me, and it was a double disc. I'm like, for the price of one, people love a deal. So
Yeah.
I put the Scarface in, never even opened the TRU. And then I finally put the TRU in, and my trunk just got the rattling in. And the soldiers came on. I'm like, well, they might be something to listen to. It was
Right?
not bumping like that Scarface, and he had a song that Dr. Dre produced and everything on there. And that's really what got me listening to No Limit, because it was beating in my car how
Hmm.
stuff should be. And that's when I got sold and I started finding everything. So that's like you say, it's about that. But yeah, music to me, music used to be the soundtrack. You could find this if you was into the streets, you could find a soundtrack to that. If you was
Yeah.
just a party or to that, but now I guess it's their soundtrack now, being a peel head and all this stuff. Because
Yeah, I, I don't fault them. I don't. You know what I'm saying? It seems like every generation talked about the things that was relevant to us, right?
right,
Although we may not like it, may not understand it, they're talking about the things that are relevant to them. So in a lot of ways, although I may not agree with it, I respect it because that's what they know, right? You know what I'm saying? Like you can't expect somebody from the generation that's out there now to go back to NWA and understand what true gang banging was, right? You know what I'm saying?
right,
Or running down on the fool and this, that, another, right? You know what I'm
right,
saying? And all the guys that came in through that era, which is the era that we grew up in, right? You know what I'm saying? We was out there talking about slinging rocks and all of these different things and robbing a dude, or all those different things, man. So
I,
the
I get it.
kids are just rapping about what they know, man.
Yeah, I think so many people think that they should be able to do that. That the kids should relate to NWA and all that, but it's two different times. It's two
Yeah,
different.
it's two different times, man. You know what I'm saying? And it's not going to be felt the same. There's going to be names like Tupac and Biggie, you know what I'm saying? Method Man, Redman, you know what I'm saying? All the cats that laid the foundation to this thing called hip hop,
Right.
that's going to be remembered throughout time, right? You know what I'm saying? And so that I think that's what the goal is to be remembered,
To
right?
be
Through your
remembered.
to make an impact, make such an impact that you're remembered, that people still rocking you, right?
But
You know what I'm
it's so
saying?
crazy. Take a Tupac or a Biggie, even a Scarface or whatever. We're
Hmm.
listening to their music from when they were 24, 25. We can listen to them.
Hmm.
But I can't do that with NBA Youngboy. I can't do that with the people that's that age today in the current time because I don't know what they talking about. It's like
Exactly.
it's just bottom line. My dad could listen to Frankie Lyman, but he can't listen to Future because he don't know what they're talking about. So
Exactly.
that really just shows how the brain operates. The brain is an awesome piece of work because the brain it got no problem making you remember stuff from your childhood and adapt it.
Ain't
Adapt.
that the truth, man?
You got
Ain't that
people
the truth?
40 years old saying they going off of morals and logics of Tupac, who was
Mm,
20 some years old. So it's just like, but that's that brain. That brain is something else. But yeah,
yeah.
so before we go any further, y'all, everybody hit the like, hit the share, donate to Cash App, and make sure y'all is salute my homeboy Tony Lynch, the Connect Work. Tell them your other shows too, Tom.
Oh yeah. Well, what I'm saying, first and foremost, man, shout out to the Connect Work, man, Quaalude IKS, Hood Hierarchy, for supporting us, man, and still rocking with us, and everybody else who's coming in rocking with us too, man. You know what I'm saying? But my other shows, Grief Let's Talk About It podcast. Let's see, The Adventures of Grief Guy. Um,
Hold
so
on
yeah,
now.
that's
On the grief, let's talk about it.
mhm.
Clearly, you talk about the grief. Now, on the other one, sound like it's this. What's the difference?
Well, one of them. So I had the broad idea one day to say that I wanted to do a graphic novel, right? Because I'm
Okay.
an educator first and foremost, and I'm always thinking about, since I'm in the grief field, how can I add an extra element of education to help normalize, what I'm saying, the way that we see grief.
Right.
And so, I started this graphic novel called The Adventures of Grief Guy. And, what I'm saying, it was like, what if I just put in these different scenarios, right? What I'm saying, and make it fun for people. And so that's what it came about, man. What I'm saying? It was just another element to a long-term dream that I have of helping people navigate that world, right?
Okay.
And so, I started looking at other things, other people who had been doing certain things, and I was like, you know what, I can do that too. So I just started putting it together, man.
Okay. So
Yeah.
so what so that's how many podcasts besides Hood Hierarchy and Connect Work do you work with all together? Because you're a bad motor scooter.
Um, well, there's a few of them. So, working with you, what I'm saying, the Connect Work, the Brief Let's Talk About It podcast. Um, I just got offered a spot on the Christian channel to do grief work on there. Um, Wrestling channels, people have me come in, and educate people on that as well.
Wait a
Um,
minute. Wait,
yeah,
wait,
yeah,
keep on
yeah.
going. We gonna get back to the wrestling. Tell me what else you messing with.
So and then there, and then I go, I often pop up on Millionaires Are Made, with my guy out of the Virgin Islands, and we do little segments on there where talking about the same thing, or I also do guest speaking, where I go, I travel around and educate, whether it's men or women, what I'm saying, on give them some tools, but also educating people on the do's and don'ts, how to communicate, how to hold space, you know, um, but also, helping them find themselves, find that grace within themselves as they begin to, as they begin to actually start see things from different perspectives, right? Because a lot of times what people do is that they like to take it and make it personable, right? And it has nothing to do with them. So you got to get outside of there and go to the next thing. And then after that, like let's see, the Global Grief Network. So I got that going as well, where we're the hub for a lot of grief practitioners from across the world, helping them find gigs and new customers, man. But also helping them build their companies to where they
Right.
need to be.
So what about the wrestling podcast? What do you do as far as wrestling?
Well, I pretty much go up there because I've been watching wrestling since I was a kid, right? Then I got out of it, and I have a friend, Ira Smith, and he was an old wrestler from back in the day,
Right.
and he asked me to start coming on and talking to some of the guys behind the scenes. So there's a lot of things that you don't know that wrestlers go through, because they have to keep up a character image, right? And
Right.
so going in there and being able to open up the doors for these guys to talk about what's really going on with them, the stress of their lives, or what I'm saying, say for instance, they're expected to perform when people pass away, people that their colleagues would, right? They're still expected to go out there, and so I'm just the guy that sit up there and opens up the doors and say, look here, man, what I'm saying? Sit down with me. And if you want to
Right.
talk, you can. If not, that's totally fine. So, it's a lot of things that go on, So once in a while you may see me pop up in up on the screen with some of the events that's going on, and what I'm saying? Just enjoying life, man.
I want to ask you about some stuff that's going on in Chicago, right?
Yeah,
But
yeah,
before
come
we
on.
go any farther, you've been walking through the hood, Tom. You've been in the hood, but we gotta screen you. So with that being said, what city and state are you from?
Originally, I'm from Newport News, Virginia.
Newport
And
News.
Newport News, Virginia.
Okay.
And I moved out to Colorado in 1992, so I was 17. And
Right.
I've been out here since then, so close to 33 years
So
now.
you both. How do you still go back to Newport News, or you just been straight in Colorado?
Yeah, well, once in a while, because I got a little sister back home, right?
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And I like to go back home just to let her know her brother's still around. You dig what I'm saying? And but not too often. You know what I'm saying?
So
Not too often.
you've been in Denver since '92. Yeah, so you've seen a lot. So now let me ask you this: if someone is in Denver, we're gonna go Denver.
Hmm.
No, we ain't gonna do Denver yet. We're gonna do Newport News first, right? I'm not gonna since
Hmm.
you ain't been there in a while. I'm not gonna ask you what restaurant, but what's a staple food in Newport News? Like here, we got the Maxwell Polish in Chicago. We got Harold's Chicken, Uncle Remus. Like, what's a staple dish or restaurant in Newport News that everybody's?
Man, we used to have Young's Cafe, right? You know what I'm saying, when I was coming up. And man, some of the best chow mein that you had, you know.
Okay, so
Yeah,
Chad,
so that was something that I remember when I was a kid, you know what I'm saying, other than home cooked foods that grandmas used to make and stuff, you know.
what was something that grandmas used to go to get down with?
Oh man, you know what I'm saying? They got the homemade pies, you know what I'm saying? The homemade cherry pies. You know, every Sunday was like a holiday, but every holiday it was like New Year's, you know what I'm saying? Like
Okay,
everything was laid out. But we grew up on traditional Sunday dinners over at Big Mama's house, right? You
right,
know what I'm saying? So that was the time that everybody got together. And you would have everything from, you know what I'm saying, turkeys to hams to collard greens to neck bones, rice, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh
man.
yeah, the homemade cornbread, stuff like that. And then for and grandma's in the kitchen throwing down, man. They putting together the cherry pies, the peach cobblers and stuff like that, man. And so every Sunday that's what we did,
I
you
probably
know.
should ask you this. You just named too much good stuff. Take me to Denver. So in Denver
Hmm.
now, in Nukanus, how was y'all weather? Did y'all have cold winters?
Yeah, yeah. Well, it's Newport News is right by the water, right? You know what I'm saying? So I grew up on the ocean. And so yeah,
Okay, y'all
we
right by
switch
the ocean.
seasons. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So we switch seasons just like everybody else, you know what I'm saying? Or like majority of the states and stuff like that. Winters are cold, you know what I'm saying, because it's humid and you definitely don't want to get caught outside with with nothing on your face because you've been and walked around looking like you got attacked by a cat. You dig?
Okay.
Um, but yeah, other than that, hot summers, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
How's the weather in Denver?
It's the same. We're going through our fall season right now, so temperatures, starting to drop a little bit more. And but for the most part, man, Colorado in general, when it comes down to weather, it's very mild, right? You know, like you'll have maybe 2 months out of the year where the weather is just crazy, where it's below temperatures. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
And then
okay.
after that is, like any
Oh, it
place else,
gotta be real
it's snow.
cold in Colorado all the time, like a lot of snow.
No, depending on where you at, man. Depending on where you at. So, they, they call Denver the Mile High, but they don't talk about the ones that's in the bowls and stuff like that. The ones
Right.
on the other side, on the west end of Colorado, or the places on the east end of Colorado, because Colorado is considered a desert, right? You know what I'm saying? So there's some places that you go out there and you'll definitely know that you're in a desert. But where I live at is closer to the mountains, and so you know what I'm saying, we get a mixture of that weather up there as well.
Okay. So what's a good
Yeah.
place to eat at in Denver?
Oh man. I don't even know if this place is still there, but there used to be a place called Miss Ruby's out in Aurora.
Okay.
Yeah, and this, hey, she throws down. She did nothing but soul food. You dig? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, she did nothing but soul food. That used to be our little Sunday morning joint back in the day. You know what I'm saying? If you were looking for something to put you to sleep type stuff, you know. So that was the place that we used to go. Some of the best candied ribs, man, collard greens, you name it, chitlins. You know what I'm saying? You can get it all.
You explain the food too perfect, Tony. You're making me hungry.
That brought out that hunger in my stomach, man. I was like, hold on, man, this make my mouth water. I do remember this stuff.
This, you know what? We still keeping it hip hop. What's your top? Who your top three rappers?
um, My top three rappers, man. So I would say one of them would be Slick Rick, right? Um, Another one would be I got to go with my boy Dub C.
Ooh, that's a them two nice ones.
Yeah, yeah. And then my third pick would be, man, you know what I'm saying? I would have to say Scarface because I could relate to a lot of his stuff. I mean, but the list goes on and on. But right off the back, the ones that I could really dig into are those three right there. You know?
So I have to say that's a nice pick. And we almost know enough about you, but we need to know one more thing
Yeah.
before we get back to these comments. What's your favorite hood movie?
My favorite hood movie was Menace to Society.
How could we? How could you ever lose with Minister Society people?
Hey, because like it's one of those things that I could relate to the whole movie, and the dudes that I was with, we could have played characters in that movie. You dig what I'm
Okay,
saying? We could have played characters in that movie, man. And so looking at that takes me back to a time where me and all the homies was together,
right.
right? You know what I'm saying? Before things went sideways on us. So yeah, that was the one right there, man. That really put me, you know what I'm saying, put me in a place where I'm like, man, I remember these cats that I used to roll with.
So when you speak on, first of all, as y'all see, Tony's hood. I been knew he was hood, and what I love about you, Tony, is you've accomplished something that I struggled to do, but I did it, and I do it well now. People wouldn't even know you were from the hood or what you've been through just by talking to you, right?
Right.
So was that something you strive to do, or you always been like this even when you was in the hood?
Well, in the hood, when so there's two different versions of me, right? In the hood, I wasn't the dude that played.
Okay.
I don't play like that. You know what I'm saying? Like the way that I live was honest. You know what I'm saying? I don't like you. You're an enemy. So when we run across each other, we don't have to talk. You know what I'm saying? And whatever you down with, whatever you with, I'm with. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Whether it be gunplay or fist fight. You know what I'm saying? You want to bring some homies? My mama didn't raise no punk, and my heart don't pump Kool-Aid. Let's do it. You know what I'm saying? And there ain't no draw. I'm either gonna win or I'm gonna lose.
Right.
Right? You know what I'm saying? There's no in between for me. So and the cats I used to run with, you know what I'm saying? Like we was all like that, man. Like we didn't play like that. So
Oh,
it did take me a long time because the person that I was back then, I hated him.
okay.
I hated that individual because of the fact of I didn't care about nothing.
Right.
I didn't care about nothing. I didn't care whether or not I didn't care whether or not if you was out there walking with your family. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't him. I was not him. You dig what I'm saying? The
I
person
know
that
you
you
did
see,
penitentiary time. How much?
I did 5 years, 94 to 99.
94. So that was in Colorado.
Yeah, that was in Colorado.
So in places like Colorado, how is the prison structure? Like, is it gangs in there? Do white
Oh
people run?
yeah. Well, depending on where you go, right? You know what I'm saying? So the time I was locked up, I went through 6 facilities.
Oh,
So the first one, if you're a game banger, we have a place called Buena Vista. That's Battle Dome. That's Battle School, right? You know what I'm saying? Gladiators class right there. You coming out through classifications, knuckling up. You
right.
do not. If you don't belong over here with us, we
Oh,
advise you to go find you something safe to do, right? You
oh,
know what I'm saying? Go find you what you need to be, and you only got a short amount of time to do that before you know what I'm saying. Before we just get tired of you. right? Some places like Lyman, right? You know what I'm saying? Was very segregated, you know. Um, let's see, CSP, that's max. So you're on 24-hour lockdown. I
Oh
was over
wow.
there for 9 months. You know what I'm saying? I was in there for 9 months. Um, and then you got other places like Trinidad. You got Eagle. You got all these different little subsets and stuff like that, man. So it depends on where you go. Um, Politics is always going to be the same. You know what I'm saying? But some places like to just do their time.
Well, like right now, you know what? Take the comments off the screen for a second, because
Yeah.
I'll probably chop this one up for us. So like right now, Larry Hoover is locked up somewhere in Colorado.
Hmm.
For people who don't know, Larry Hoover was an ex gang founder from Chicago who later became the GDs. He was the leader of it, the chief of it, the king, whatever you want to call him.
Hmm.
He been locked up since 1973, I believe. So he had 5 life sentences. Trump commuted them. Now he has a 200-year sentence from Illinois, but they got him in Colorado State Prison, allegedly, one of the Colorado State prisons, allegedly. How do you think life is for him being in Colorado, being from Illinois?
It's the same. The respect is the same. So what a lot of people don't understand, right? You know what I'm saying? I was a Crip for over 24 years.
Right,
And so I knew a lot of the history that came with the vice lords, with the folks, with the Crips,
right,
with the Bloods, history, right? Because before you go after somebody, you need to know who you're going after, right? So his name rings across the world. That man
okay,
got nothing. That he's getting nothing but treated with respect out here. You dig what
okay,
I'm saying? Because he's a legend. He's an OG in in,
right,
in this thing. He helped set the foundation. You know what I'm saying? For
right,
for another one of the world's largest gangs, aside from the Crips, right?
right,
You know what I'm saying? And he structured it in a way to where, if you really think about it, Crips and Bloods, we still follow that same foundation, just in different
right,
under different names, right? You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man, he's getting treated good. Colorado is not a bad place to do time. It's just got to deal with the little suckers up in there. You know what I'm saying? From time to time, thinking that they got something to prove.
right. Okay. So how do they treat? Well, we know he's well respected, but how do they treat an older prisoner? Because he's 74 years old.
Yeah, out of respect,
Out of
because
respect.
he. You got to remember, it don't look the amount of time that he's put in. Most of these kids are just now starting their sentence, right? And
Right,
so when you got somebody with the name like Larry Hoover, they're looking at him and going, "That's an OG. I got respect for him. Let me sit down and talk with him." Right? You know what I'm saying? Because in there, you can either be a knucklehead or you can learn from the knuckleheads.
right.
You dig what I'm saying? Choose one, but choose wisely. You know what I'm
Right,
saying? One got worse consequences than the other one. Choose
right,
your consequence. It's really just that simple. So, you know, if I was in that situation, I'd be trying to get all the gain that I can from this individual, right? You
right,
know what I'm saying? How did you survive? You know what I'm saying? 5 decades up in here. What was it like? You know what I'm saying? Doing all of these different things, because you're going to give me something that I don't have, which is an extra layer of knowledge that I can turn into wisdom, right? You
right.
know what I'm saying? And be able to apply it to my life.
What made you change your life around?
Man, you can you said this earlier, right? And I really want people to understand this, because I'm not the dude to play. You can only do wrong but so long
Right,
before life comes back and give you the consequences of your actions,
right,
right? You know what I'm saying? So I had to make a decision, man. After when I got out of prison, I was shot, right? You know what I'm saying, by some rivals, and they waited for a long time to get me. So hats off to them. You know what I'm saying? But y'all, you missed. You know what I'm saying? I'm still here. Thanks for the scars and stuff like that,
Thank
but
you.
you guys missed it.
Don't try
You guys
again,
suck.
rivals. But,
Yeah, no, they could. I don't really care,
no, they
man. You know what
can't.
I'm
Don't try again, rivals. I might be with them. So just,
saying? Hey, yeah,
just
don't. Hey, if y'all catch me by yourself, you know what I'm saying, fair game. But you
okay.
see
Now, if
me
he
with
by
somebody else,
himself, rivals, since
yeah,
he
you know what I'm
insists,
saying.
since he
But
insists, if he by himself, rivals. But if you see me with him, but now back to what you were saying.
yeah, yeah, man. To be honest, man, you know what I'm saying. I was tired.
Okay.
I lost everybody, right? You know what I'm saying. I got the chance to see. I was around some OGs. You know what I'm saying. And people may judge me from the people I was around, but all my dudes was drug dealers, pimps, and killers. You know what I'm
Right.
saying. So we didn't play. We wasn't that type of person.
Right.
We wasn't those guys. If you came up against us, you know what you're getting yourself into, right?
Uh-huh.
Um, and so when those numbers start dwindling, man, and you see people start to leave you, right? You know what I'm saying? The world becomes a very lonely place,
Right.
and you can only dodge with so many bullets.
Mm-hmm.
I got lucky; it didn't kill me, but it scarred me.
Where did
And
you get hit at?
well, I got hit 22 times, so I got the scars up on my arms over here. I got a couple on my shoulders. I got some back here in my back of my arm, through my leg. You know what I'm saying? I got one that goes through my back and my stomach and the side over here. So um, and it was well deserved. Don't get me wrong. You know what I'm saying? I
Right.
wasn't even mad that they did it. You know what I'm saying? I was mad that they let me live. Like if you're
Where
going to
were
do
you at
something
when they?
to,
Where were you at when they got you?
I was in Aurora, Colorado. I was
In
in
Aurora,
Aurora,
Colorado.
Colorado. Yeah, off of Dayton Street. And I was a half a block. Yeah, I was a half a block away from the daycare. So it was a summer day, early. You know what I'm saying? And they had the doors open because the kids were still going in. I was walking down the street. About a couple cars come driving up on me. They bend the corner. They already started throwing up the signs and stuff like that. And I'm like, cool. Whatever we're
Right.
gonna do, that's what we're gonna do, right? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And they got out and they handled their business, man. You know what I'm saying? Um, and they put me down on the ground. And when they was done, I got up and went home, took a shower, called up a couple of the homies, went to sleep and woke up in the hospital. So, and then after that, it was like, it's on. It's
Right.
on. Cause now I gotta come get you.
Right.
I gotta come get you. But the crazy part about it is I'm not coming with a crew. I'm coming by myself. I don't
Right.
need my homeboys. I don't need nobody to come handle my business with me. I'm coming to handle this by myself because now I'm going to take this personal.
So when you get
Right?
hit 22 times, and shout out to everybody on TikTok. If y'all want to see what's going on, come over to YouTube. Hood Hierarchy on YouTube. Y'all got a few minutes to get on over and check it out. So after you're hit 22 times, y'all banging, they banging on you, you banging back. They get out, handle their business on you.
Mhm.
Are you knocked out? Do you wake? Are you knocked out? Or are you
I
conscious?
never went out. I never went out. So when they were done, I actually started laughing. There was a couple ladies because they finally shut the door at the daycare, and they was watching me through the window. And when they got done, I got up and I started laughing. I was like, you mother suck, man. You know what
So
I'm
you was
saying?
able to
Like,
stand up?
yeah, I got up and walked back home.
What they hit you with, a BB gun?
No, they they had a few, you know what I'm saying? Nothing. They just missed all the vital organs.
It
You know what
was
I'm
it
saying?
was a couple different. It was a couple different guns though.
Yeah, yeah. They pull about
Oh,
they pull about four different slug calibers out of me, and stuff like that. But it could have just been adrenaline. Maybe it wasn't my time to go. Right? You know what I'm saying? Maybe that's
that's
all. Look, man, I wish I could explain it because when I say it doesn't really matter, right?
you
The
explaining
point
it.
is that I'm here.
You
Uh,
explaining
I'm,
it
I'm
fine. Cause
yeah,
the
I'm here.
cause
You
the
know,
like I
so
said, the most important thing you said, it wasn't your time to go.
yeah, it just wasn't my
But
time to
people don't.
go. But I
That's what
found
people
it
don't do. That.
funny.
When it's your
Yeah,
time, you're going.
yeah. And you know, and that's just the way that it is because sometimes, man, like I've seen people get shot less than me and not make it, right? You
Right.
know what I'm saying? And it's just so happened I found it funny. I got up and I went home. You know what I'm saying? I rolled up a blunt, took a shower, got out the shower, had on some fresh clothes. You remember the little landlines? We had those. You know what I'm saying? I
Right.
called up the homeboy from Nutty Block, the homeboys from Glass House, PJCs. You know what I'm saying? Other
Nutty
people in the
Block.
hood.
Shout out BB
Yeah,
Knockout. He from Nutty Block.
yeah, yeah. So you know what I'm saying? The homeboys out there from Nutty Block, 87 Kitchen Crips, you know what I'm saying? A lot of those guys out there, and, you know, especially at Hood and everything. And by the time they got to the house, they said when he walked in, I had the blunt in my house, blunt in my mouth, a lighter in my hand, and I was on the couch like this.
Oh,
And
shit.
they scooped me up, threw me in a car, and took me to the hospital because I wasn't going. I was
Right.
mad. I was like, bring the bags, man, bring the duffel bags because
You want act.
we about to go out here and handle business, you
Right.
know. Um, but then also in that same sense, I realized that I wasn't like the rest of the homies.
Right.
I didn't care. I did not care. They like, oh, let's do it. No, man, I'm not waiting. It's like, but you just, I don't care. I just got out the hospital. What they gonna do? Kill me? So what? So what? Look around you. You think we're gonna do this forever? No, man.
So what was the
Blood.
final thing though, Tone, that made you? Because you say you had just got out the pen, you got hit up by
Yeah.
somebody. What was the final thing, or was it a process that just made you ease
It
away
was a
from?
process. It was a sequence of events. But the final thing was when the homeboys that I pledged my loyalty to tried to kill me. Yeah, for the second time. So if people wonder why I got trust issues, that's the reason why. People that I broke bread with, you know what I'm saying, set me up to get killed by some Pyrus on the New Year's. And just so happened, I was so drunk that I left out the back door, you know what I'm saying, because something in me I got angry and I was like, I'm about to go do some stuff, right? But I'm three sheets in the wind. I'm in the basement. I leave out the back door, come around the side of the building. And as I'm doing that, and I found out this later, my homeboys, the homeboys from Trey 57, and you know what I'm saying, all the homeboys that I broke bread with that I would have gave my life for, let these guys down here to come get me.
I gotta ask the question though, Tone.
What?
What did you do though to make them want to set you up?
I don't know why my homies wanted to set me up, but I understood why the Pyrus wanted to get me. So back, you know what I'm saying, when this was starting to happen, the game was starting to change, right? You know what I'm saying? People were starting to come funny acting, right? You know what I'm saying? But I was true blue, you know what I'm saying? I was cripping through and through, right? You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like that's what I knew. That's how I lived my life, right? You
Right.
know what I'm saying? And so when you rolling with people, cats like the ones that I did, you got to understand there's a process. I'm gonna vet you before I let you into my life, right? You know what I'm saying? And they was cool with me, and we didn't broke bread together, man.
Right.
And so when they did this, I was kind of confused. I was kind of confused because I didn't find out till a couple of weeks later that they had did this, right? And
Mm-hmm.
so when I confronted them about it, right? You know what I'm saying? Everybody now wants to play, you know what I'm saying? They want to play like nobody knows nothing, not understanding. I don't care. I got a 4.5 with a hollow point. I'll put your brains on the concrete, homie. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? That way you really don't know nothing. And I wouldn't have cared. I didn't care. I didn't, you know what I'm saying? Um, and the second time they set me up to kill me themselves. And you know what I'm saying, had me downtown Denver, and I was just pretty much like, you know what I'm saying, if I go, ain't nobody going. Period.
Goodness.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't care. What you gonna do? Kill me?
So you
So
said, and you don't know why they was trying to take you out.
I probably did something. I didn't do nothing to any other homies.
Did you
You know what I'm saying? But I probably did something to somebody that they know.
did you have, I don't know, relations with someone's girlfriend and you
No,
shouldn't
I
have
didn't do
done?
that. I don't do that, right? You know what I'm
That's
saying?
what it
Like
used to
that's
be. It usually
no,
be that.
I don't do that. Like if I was old school. Like if you mess with a girl, and you break up with them, she's still off limits to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, if she's related to you, she's off limits to me. So I didn't play around like that. I don't want to have to do something to you over no female. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to. I would say have you do something to me, but honestly, you know what I'm saying? I'm not going to give you that chance.
You won't get
If I know that me and you funking, homeboy or not, I have no personal ties to you. I have no personal ties to you. Don't become an enemy.
Right.
Because I don't play like that. And once you become my enemy, I'm gonna treat you as such.
So now that you're older and wiser, right? What could you go back? I ain't gonna even take you to before you went to prison. I'm gonna take you to you got out in '95. I want you to think deep, right?
Mm.
What can you say to the tone in 1998 that can help? That can help. Let's go back to 1998. Let's go back to back that thing up coming out, blasting through the speakers. What can you tell that tone that's hanging out in the streets?
In 1998, I was in prison. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, I was my first year into solitary confinement.
Wait, so what years was you in prison?
I was in 94 to 99.
Oh, the 99.
Yeah, 98, I went into solitary confinement. I didn't come out until I was released.
So you got out in Y2, right in Y2K. So what year did you get hit up?
And I got out in 99 and got hit early Y2K.
Oh, they started your millennium off.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah. We started off New Year funky, you dig?
the world about to end and y'all plotting on tone, man.
Yeah,
Dirty.
yeah. Hey, I deserved it, man. I deserved it.
So
But if
okay, so let me take it up to 2002.
uh-huh.
2002. We didn't had the towers hit, all type of stuff. I'm just taking you to the time so you can remember. Now it's 50 Cent. 50 Cent is on the street now.
Mm-hmm.
We listen to 50 Cent now. What could you go back and tell that tone right there that you would tell them something that you know now that you didn't know back then?
That's gonna sound bad when I say it.
Don't forget he
You know?
listening to what up, bud? What up, cuz? What up, gangster?
Yeah. Um,
Tone. I walk around like I got a vest on my chest. That's a semi-auto winner. So what are you saying? What are you telling him? Because that's his app. That's what he might
now, let me ask you a question. Are you asking the Tony that's sitting now or the Tony, you know what I'm saying, back
Tony
then? The
that's
Tony
sitting
that's
now. What would he go back and tell that Tony that's gone
learn to
off in
forgive
the
him.
10 era?
Forgive him.
Okay.
Forgive these dudes because you know what I'm saying. You don't know what they're going through. You don't know what change of events. You just know what's happening to you. So learn how to forgive them, right? You know what I'm saying? Because I can hold a grudge and I'm petty, right? You know what I'm saying? So this Tony right now, I would look at the homies that are still around that had a hand in it. I would go, man, look, I forgive you, flat out. You know what I'm saying? Flat out. But I just can't rock with them no more.
Now, before I let you go, Tone, because we're going to have to do
Yeah.
this again, right? We're going to have to do this again. Now, when you'll say, forgive them and and all that good stuff, right? What is it that that you would tell someone? Because I said we was gonna talk about the street stuff, right, in Chicago.
Hmm.
So, right. So what is it, right? We had a young guy named Bezu that was assassinated in Chicago recently. I didn't know Bezu, but I definitely knew of him, right? He was a close friend to Lil Durk, right? So they get
Hmm.
him at the U Pullet junkyard, and I'm seeing people like, why would he be going to the junkyard? Oh man, he was slipping. Like maybe he was trying to fix his car, get a part for his car. That's what I would think. So what I'm saying is, someone is out in the street like you were, right? What's a smart move for them to survive? Can they go get ice cream? Can they fix their car? Like, what's a smart option for survival for them.
On some real stuff, man. A smart move is don't forget, don't forget where you at, right? You know what I'm saying? If you're out there and you're living in the streets, survival of the fittest, all rules are out the window. You know what I'm saying? And that's the way you're gonna have to play.
All right.
Everybody keeps thinking that there's rules to this. There's no rules out there. It's survival of the fittest. If you're not built for it, don't do it. If you're not willing to go out there and make those decisions, and you can't live with what you did, don't go out there and play the game, because people don't play like that, man. At least the people that I used to know, they don't play like that. Stay in your lane. Figure out something to do with your life, right? You know what I'm saying? And do that. Leave that to the people that's built for that. You may not be built for that, homie. You know what I'm saying? You may not be built for that. So, you know, figure out something safe to do with your life, man, because there's people out there that'll make your family cry.
I hear that. Ladies and gentlemen, my friend, my partner, grief coach, Tony Lynch, one of my favorite. I love people who have been through stuff they can explain. Now, Tone, tell my people on TikTok, check out the full interview on YouTube. But Tone, tell them where they can find you at.
Most definitely, man. The Connect work, you know what I'm saying? First and foremost, y'all can find that on YouTube. Follow us on Facebook. If you guys like conversations around death, dying, and grief, trauma, and mental health, man, Grief Let's Talk About It podcast. If you guys just want something fun to do, come check out the other channel, the The Adventures of Grief Guy, man. You know what I'm saying? We're just out here just trying to do something good in the world.
That's it. What about your social media if they want to get in touch with you?
Most definitely, most definitely. They can find me on Facebook, Tony Lynch, the Global Grief Network. So if you're a grief practitioner, you're looking for a place to connect with other practitioners, you know what I'm saying? And it's a huge community over there. Come over there and say hi to us, man. And let's collaborate. Let's do some things. Let's see, Members of Us. So if you're a man going through something, find me on Facebook, Members of Us. You can find me on IG as well, Men's Grief Support. You can go to the website and www.mensgriefsupport.org. But first and foremost, if you go in there to try to donate, do not do that. I do not want your money, right? You know what I'm saying? So the donate button do not work, but go up there, and take advantage of the resources that I have up there. And you can also find me on LinkedIn as Tony Lynch. You can find me on TikTok as Tony Lynch as well.
There you go, TikTok, Tony Lynch. Yeah, so definitely, again, salute to my partner, my brother Tony Lynch. He's always around helping me with hood hierarchy. Highly appreciate you, brother.
Appreciate you as well, brother.
But before you go, I need you to shout out hood hierarchy. Give us a drop with your city and state in your name. Let's go.
Most definitely. Most definitely. You guys know who it is. This is your boy, Tony Lynch. You're one of the co-hosts of the Connect Work out here on Hood Hierarchy. You know what I'm saying? My man, Uncle Beast. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe to the channel, man. Show that love. You know what I'm saying? And as always, love you. And we're going to see you guys in the next one, man.
So we end it one way only. I say, what's the hood? You tell us where you from, and we out of here.
All
what's
right.
The hood?
Colorado.
Hood hierarchy. They know that's you.
Yeah, that's the
hood hierarchy.
That's the podcast.
Listen, give me my hat first. I need my merch. I need my hood hierarchy merch.
I'm gonna be there.
All right, give me my merch.
I got
All right, hood hierarchy. All right. Now I gotta shout them out because I've been asking for my merch.
I got
hood hierarchy, but you dig, like I'm in the hood hierarchy. You dig? I really pull up in real life, you know. But I want to salute you and give you blessings, bro, on your journey, bro, to the top. You dig? Meet me up there, nigga. I see you when I get there.
And check this out, y'all. It's your boy Benzino, right? And we talking the hood or we talking hood hierarchy? It's my man Uncle Beats. He in the building. You know what I'm saying? Tap in, pull up. It's your boy Benzino. Holla.
Coming so in the hood hierarchy, the real hood. Say that now, son.
Say it ain't so, Valley.
And what kind of day is it?
It's a new day, mother. Say it ain't so, Valley. This money's yours.
Hey, Uncle Beats, it's Maya sending you a big congratulations on your 100th episode of Hood Hierarchy.
Hey, man, it's your boy Crunchy Black, man, and you are tuned in to Hood Hierarchy.